welcome back to Spicing It Up, Maggie and
Isaac style.
Yes, it's been a while. I know I've been MIA, but today I am making a pot roast. I haven't made, well actually I did make a pot roast a few weeks ago. I didn't want to post it because I wanted to make sure it came out good before I did a video on it, and it was actually very delicious. So I am using actually for my pot roast an actual, I forgot the name of this cut of meat. Let's see, it is actually a chuck roast. So it is about, I think, 5 pounds. I've seasoned it with salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, oregano, and you season it to your liking. So I'm gonna do that, put that in the pan in a bit. I'm actually gonna be using my Dutch oven, which I love because you wanna make it nice and hot and it has to sizzle. So we're gonna come back in 2 seconds with this, but I'm just gonna show you also. Typically this dish obviously goes with carrots, any kind of vegetables that you like. I'm only gonna be using onion. So I have 2 onions here, which I quartered, and I am also gonna be putting that into the Dutch oven. I'm actually about to drop my onions into my Dutch oven, which is should be pretty hot. So if you don't hear the sizzle, you did something wrong. It's not as sizzly as I would like, but it's good enough. So what I'm gonna do is caramelize these. Make sure that they're nice and brown. Taking them out, they kind of fall apart, but the idea is just to caramelize them for a little bit. Get that nice and savory. It's smelling really good in here. Fantastic. Now, I think I'm gonna need a little bit of oil, because what you want to do is you want to brown your meat also. So you want to brown the meat for about a minute. Make sure it's nice and crispy. Put a little oil in there. You can use any oil. I'm using canola oil. You can use olive oil, whatever oil you like. Okay, letting this get hot. Fantastic, welcome back. All right, my pot is nice and hot. It's time to throw this big pot roast in here, and you hear that sizzle? That's exactly what you're looking for. You want to make sure that your pot is hot enough so that you get that nice sizzle and you're caramelizing your meat. You want to make it nice and crispy on both sides. So I'm going to let this go for like a minute on each side. Smells so good. Okay, now what you want to do, it's caramelized. You see these little nooks and crannies? Oh my God, this is gonna be so delicious. So I have some red wine here to take up all these little pieces. You can use beef broth, whatever you have on hand. White wine I've actually used in the past, but I'm using a Cabernet Sauvignon from Trader Joe's. I'm not a big red wine drinker, but I've heard this one is good, so actually I bought it in the past and Ashley liked it. So always use a wine that you like, that you enjoy drinking. That's always a secret. So you want to deglaze your pan and get all those nice little pieces of the onion, the beef. Smelling good. This is smelling good. So if you've made pot roast before, you know this is actually takes a long time to cook. I'm going to be cooking it, like I said, in the Dutch oven, which after I do this process, I'm putting the beef back in. I will be putting this into the oven for about 2.5 hours at 300 degrees Fahrenheit. So this is pretty much caramelized, or sorry, deglazed. Putting in my beef and my onions. Oops. I don't know, I think I should have put the onions at the bottom. Oh well, I did it backwards. It's okay. It's fine. Either way, on the top, the bottom, doesn't matter. So this is gonna, again, cook for like 2.5 hours. So that's pretty much it. What I'm gonna do next is turn this off, lid on, open your oven, and let this go. Okay, welcome back. So the beef has been cooking now for 2 hours and I believe 20 minutes. Just want to take a look at it. Let's just take a little peek. Ooh, I just got a nice facial right there. Ooh la la, ooh la 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 la. So look how beautiful this looks. Look at the onions. Ooh, oh yes, it's starting to fall apart. That's exactly what you're looking for. Oh my God, look how tender that is. Oh my God, I'm looking forward to this dish so much. Isaac, what do you say?
Yes, it looks delicious.
Yes, it's pretty much done. But of course, I started to cook some potatoes a little too late in the game. So I am making these potatoes Maggy style. So you'll see what that looks like soon as well. So the pot roast is almost ready. It's actually pretty much done. I have kept it in the oven because obviously I started my potatoes a little late. So these potatoes, I just boiled them. They're al dente. You don't want them too soft. So what I'm gonna do right now, actually have this is, I'm just gonna smash a little bit like a little pancake, but not too smashed. You don't want to make it into a pancake. You just want to give it a little, I don't know, squash, I guess. Just a little bit. So I'm gonna be doing this with all these potatoes, and then these are the ingredients I will be using: just salt, pepper, and some olive oil, and throw them back into the oven for, I would say, 30 minutes or until they're crisp enough. Actually, I do have another special ingredient that I like to use because I don't have fresh rosemary. I will be using some rosemary
Organic.
in the bottle. I don't even know. It's an herb. I mean, it's an herb, obviously, but in a bottle, whatever. Anyway, cool. So this is what I'll be using. These 4 ingredients, very simple. How did I forget to say this? Cooking with love and cooking with wine. Spicing it up Maggie and Isaac style. All day, every day. Okay, here we go. So I smashed up my little potatoes. Here we go. Toss this with, if you have gloves, you can toss it with your hands, but I don't have any gloves. So you have to see me do this one by one, just so you can get the seasoning on the other side. Not ideal, I guess. We did it all wrong. That's okay. It's Sunday's dinner. What's for dinner tonight? These come out really good and crispy when you put them in the oven. Oh my God, they're delicious. It's my new fave. Better than French fries, I feel. Isaac, what do you say?
Yes.
Oops, that fell apart. You're not supposed to smash it too hard. Maybe I went a little too hard on that one. Fell apart, but that's okay. And you season this to your liking. Obviously, potatoes, for some reason, you need a lot of salt. Doesn't always tend to stick. Well, not a lot, just enough. There's olive oil. I really enjoy this olive oil. It's so delicious. Extra virgin Spanish olive oil. from Trader Joe's. It's one of my favorites. It's actually very reasonably priced. Fantastic. And now, I need another spoon holder here, but that's okay. This goes into the oven for about 30 minutes. Hi, welcome back. So, my
Hot roast.
is done. Look at this beauty. Ooh la la. Just to get an idea of how tender this is, look at this. You can just stick your fork in it and pull out a piece. Wow. Now this is gorgeous.
All right, so it's time to eat.
Isaac, go ahead, do the honors. Potatoes are nice and crispy. The beef is very tender.
And we got the
you
little
really don't
sniffer.
even need a knife, to be honest with you. Get down. Milo, down.
We got the little sniffer here.
He smells the food. He's not allowed to have any of it. So I'll let Isaac do the tasting. And I hope it tastes good. Let's see. Let me try some too. Mmm. Nope, down.
Delicious.
Right.
All right, so thank you so much for watching Spicing It Up, Maggie and Isaac style.
Peace.
Peace out. Thank you for watching. Peace.